Hey everybody, this is Tambion and I'm back with the fourth figure from the Transformers Botcon 2014 Pirates vs. Knights box set. This time we're going to be taking a look at Devcon. If you want to check out the other figures or the box set, make sure you check out the other reviews. So let's go ahead and remove him from the box. Alright, so here's Devcon. Alright, so here we have Devcon in his vehicle mode. So as you can see, it uses the model of the Generation Scourge with actually a new head. Here he has wheels on the bottom, so you can take those and you can flip those out. Like that. And he can sit on those. He, a little bit of backstory. He was originally from the G1 cartoon, but never had a figure made of him. He also was in the 3H comics, and it seems like he was also in the G1 DreamWorks continuity. Along with Devcon inside the box, he comes with his instructions, and he has his bio card, which has a picture of him, his technical data, which he has a high rank and high courage. He's a Knight Sergeant. And then he has his bio right here. If you want to read that, you can pause it. So very good. Alright, so we want to take a look at the figure here, and you can see he has a new sculpted head. You can see the head right here, and that's modeled after the G1 figure, or the G1 cartoon figure. So we'll go ahead and flip this down and start the transformation. So pull this and untab that there, and then take and flip that out, and then raise the head. Take and there's some tabs right here, and they tab into, so that kind of accordions up, folds down, and attaches like that. And then these roll around, and then they don't really tab into there, they just kind of fall into place there. So you go like that, and then these can then bend down, so you have that, and then so you can see the new face right there. Let me go ahead and bend this up a little bit, so you can see the new face right there that they made for him. It's actually pretty nice. It looks a little long, but it's fine. You want to take and pull these arms out a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier if you go ahead and push this up, the chest plate up, and then it will lock into place. You'll feel it snap, or hear it snap. There it goes. So you got that, and then we want to come here, flip these arms around, because you want to go like that. Flip that around. You want to flip that out, flip that out, and then you pull this out, and then flip this around, and then you push it back in. And then when you push it back in, this kind of tabs into here, and you twist this around. And we'll kind of leave it like this for right now, and then we'll work on the feet afterwards. So, like I said before, you want to lift, go like that, and go like that. Pull that out, twist it around, push it back in, rotate that forward, and then we'll move the hands out after we finish the feet. You want to flip this forward like that, flip it down, and then you want to rotate the hips around. And this thing loves to come undone. Alright. You want to take this untab that. See, there's little tabs right there. And then this thing is like really tight in here, so it comes undone a lot at that ball joint. This one's not as bad as the other one. And you flip it, or rotate it forward. Rotate it forward, and then you pull out this portion right here, and then as you pull it down, you can flip it out so that it makes this foot like that. Okay. Once again, let me get this all tabbed in here. And you can take that and tab that there. Alright, so so then there is a little notch right here that you can bend and twist. Notch, pull out the hand, and then twist. Alright, and then for his weapons, the weapons are actually stored in his wings. Originally when they come in the box, they're in a little baggie in the bottom of the box. But I've already pulled it out and already attached them into the wings. So easiest way is to take and pop that out, and you got one weapon right here. And then for some reason he decided he wanted to do the splits, so pop that open. See the other weapons in here, so pop that one out. Alright, so you can either make it two individual weapons, one weapon like that, and then one like that, or you can take and flip this back down, and then he has a little clip system, and you can clip that on top, and then he becomes a kind of a jointed gun, and you can go like that. In the original version of Cyclonus, he actually had a clip on the top of his head, and that was so whenever he was in vehicle mode, you could clip this small gun onto the top of his head. This guy, unfortunately, because of the head mold, the re-head mold, you can't actually do that. But you can. I thought there were clips on the bottom of his wings. I don't see those there. Oh, they're right here on this little white part right here. There's some clips on there, and you can actually clip them on the bottom of the plane if you wanted to. But let's take a look at him really well. He looks nice in that red and blue with a white kind of undertones with the legs and the arms. So for his articulation, we come here to the head, and it's on a ball joint, so we can look up and down, left and right. He has a shoulder joint, so you can move it up and down. Then there's a rotation in here, so you can move it forward and back. Then there's no twist in the arm up here, and then there's no swivel up there either. All you get is a swivel right here, and then his arm popped off. And then he has the elbow joint, and then he has the wrist swivel. That's about it for the arms. And then you come here to the body. He has a twist right here at the hips, or at the waist. Then at the hips, he has a ball joint, so you can move it forward a little bit. It gets hindered by the leg, and then you can move it back. You can flip that out a little bit to get a little bit more clearance. And then there's a cut, so you can move it out to the side. And there's a rotation. Then there's a knee joint right here, and then there's ankle movement right here at the bottom of his foot. Yeah, so for their first attempt on this guy, or their first G1 rendition of him, I think that it's a really good mold, that they chose a really good mold for him. This is another one just like Cyclonus, Scourge is a one that I like also from Generations. He's another one that's fun to transform, especially with the way that they did the arms. It's very satisfying with the way that you have to move around the arms to then transform them into nice looking arms and then transform them into jets. I think they really did a nice job on that feat of engineering. I think that he looks good in the blue, the white, and the red. It's not something that I would say doesn't suit this mold. There's nothing really I can say that's really bothers me about this mold or with the colors with this character or anything else like that. If you're a collector and you like to collect obscure characters or have new characters that you don't have in your line, go ahead and pick this guy up. He's nice, he looks good, and he'll look good on your shelf with your other classic figures. That'll go ahead and do it for Devcon, or for Night Devcon. Don't forget to check out my reviews of the other figures in the Botcon 2014 Pirates and Knights box set. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambion, and I'll see you next time.